Good morning on this Wednesday morning. I hope that you have all made it through the other side of the storm and that life is getting back to normal for some of you. If you are having a hard time, please reach out and let us know. We will do what we can for you. I know there's a lot of people that are having some flooding issues and things like that right now, and we are happy to help. If there's anything we can do for you, just let us know, please. All right, for math today, we are on to Wednesday's work. We are going to work on this portion in this video, so hold tight for that. You've got your story problem for the day. It'll be day 13, so start digging that out. You are on to dividing by eighths today. Remember, you're just finding the piece that was missing from here. So if you know these, division is just knowing what piece you still need to make that fact family. So practicing on that. And you've got your total 10 game that you could be working on if you need to. All right. Here are our 4 problems for the day. Remember, the 4th one will be for your teacher. The directions today were pretty simple. It just said solve the problem. And I said to do it using a standard algorithm, so I'm going to use the traditional method for these. And the big gig here that I said it earlier this week is that you can't just put your numbers down. You have to make sure that your place values are right. Because if I wanted to do this, and then, nope, I got an open place value, now I can do that. That doesn't help me solve my problem because I just tried to put a 1's value in with a 10's value, and you can't do that. That'd be like saying 1 plus 10 is 2 or is 20. That doesn't work. It's not. It's 11. So you can't do things like this. You have to line up your place values no matter how it looks in the end. You might have some gaps. You might have things where there isn't a matching value, but that's okay as long as you have all your place values lined up. If those open spaces bug you, you could always throw in a 0 just to make sure everything's lined up all the way through. There's a great level on ST Math that does that for you, where in the end it would like put all of these into blue bars because they match. Think back to that and make sure that you're doing those things. After that, it's just adding. And I know most of you are really great at that. You're so great, I'm not going to even spend a lot of time explaining my math to you. I'm just going to keep going through it because I think you know what you're doing. The only difference is now, instead of saying this is 7 plus 4, it's 7 thousandths plus 4 thousandths, which makes 11 thousandths, which would leave a 1 and then a 1 that gets renamed into a hundredth. And then you add that. That came out to 10, so I now have an extra tenth because I turned that 100 hundredths into tenths. Or that 10 hundredths, sorry, into a tenth. And now I have 7 of those, 7 and 7. All right, go on over here. Again, I'm going to check and make sure I line up my place values by putting my decimal points in line with each other and filling in the number around it. I don't have any open place values, so I can just add. There you go. Make sure, double check my math. Make sure I have it right. 6, 7, 8. All right, here's another one where I gotta be careful. I'm gonna line up my decimals. I had a 35 on this side with that open place value, so I'm gonna put a 0 in there. And on this one, I had 124, which leaves an open place value right here. That's okay because I don't have any hundreds in this number. It's just going to be 0 hundredths or something like that. If it bugs you, put in a 0. Okay, after that, again, it's just adding. We've got 8, 12, 10, an 8, a 6, and a 1. Okay, as I recall, I think our 5th grade class average on this test was somewhere in the 90s. So I have a feeling you guys are doing okay on this. Your one big thing is that you have to make sure your place values line up and make sense, because it wouldn't make sense to say that 40 some odd plus 125 almost would come out to 500 something, which is what would have happened if I scooted that place value over so my place values lined up here. Just make sure your decimal points stay lined up Make sure also that your decimal points come down into your answer, because 72 and change plus 5 and change shouldn't be 77,000. That decimal point makes a big difference. Make sure you get all those lined up and that they get entered in. After that, put those addition skills to use. Have a good day.